I'm gonna eat this entire pint.
Yep, you deserve it.
Yeah.
Now I want ice cream, you dick.
I stopped at the store. Got my Friday night fix.
Oh, we're live.
It's not a real fix.
Is it a fixed pH or a fixed F?
I guess it's an F.
Yeah.
I don't like pH anything. Fuck that with a pH.
There's a name for an RDA.
What the fuck with a pH? It's kind of cool, actually.
PHUC''D.
Yeah.
All right, we're on.
And instead, you know, like the yup is like the whatever, like, was it the thumbs up or the peace sign or whatever? Just do like a middle finger.
Or we could have the nope.
The nope.
Yeah.
See, great minds, bro.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Welcome to the after show, folks.
Where's the pussy at? That's what I'd like to know.
Oh, God.
Yeah, buddy.
Just walked in the door. What do you mean?
Yeah, I'm here. I forgot. I got enough pussy right here for everybody.
Oh, God. So let's see.
Brian really took this after show concept to heart.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's see what it takes to shut down Joel's channel.
Ready, set, go. No, just kidding.
Are we live? Oh shit, we're
Yes, Timo, like it looks so moody what you're doing
Yeah.
because you got that one light just shining down on there.
He's in an emo phase.
It's so noir. You need to be in black and white.
You should, yeah, dude, black and white
I can
with
arrange
the
that. Hold on.
kind of French music playing in the
Hold on.
background, real low.
Here we
Hold
go.
on. I can arrange this.
You should do shadow puppets of the design you're thinking in your head about the wire.
Okay, hold on.
Shadow art with Demo.
I want to, yeah, shadow art or like finger puppets, just boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yep.
It's an actual after show.
Right, it's an after show now, folks.
Demo Noir. Demo Noir. I love it. Just every now and then, just take a little puff off your Sorin. Just wispy vapes across the table.
A man who drives a Ferrari this week will test his own limits in the Twilight Zone.
Oh boy. I don't even have chat up. Holy shit. I gotta get on that, man.
One man versus a volcano.
One man versus his wife, in which he chose to let drown.
You're fucked. There's no taking that back, I'll tell you that.
Thank God. No one's ever going to let us drop that either.
Dude, Amy whispered to me after she stood up when she... Dude, I didn't even know she was down here. I went up to get ice cream, and she must... Because my basement's disconnected from my house. It's like a separate apartment. And she she like came in secretly and come down. And she whispers to me when she gets up. She goes, "Did he really say that?" You're fucked.
Mark, yes, I am building the .07 for the hammer right now.
Ooh, what are you building?
Building a frame staple. This is 26 gauge nichrome, 6 ply 0.4 by 0.1 nichrome, and 40 gauge on the outside. 5 wraps at a 3 millimeter comes to 0.07.
Wait, this is a vaping show?
Yeah, it's mildly related to this, yes, but yeah, no, I'm going to do that, and I have a mod at which I know that I can handle it. So, but I don't have anything to build on. In fact, I might actually, you know what? I think I'm going to build this on the drop.
Nice.
I'm going to go down and get my drop and build it on the after show.
I could send you one of my alien builds or my framed alien builds, and it's called a flailian because it's so loosely wrapped.
Let's get the knee pads noir over here.
Yep.
Here. I'm gonna
That's
bring
more with Demo Vape.
bring my saturation back up.
Aww.
Somebody said this episode's been long overdue. Well, we're glad we can bring it to you, man. If there's anything y'all want to address, please drop it in the damn chat. We will try to get to it when the fuck we feel like it.
Yeah, we'll answer fucking anything.
Don't drop it. Place it in the chat.
Yeah, we're tired of dropping everything.
Fucking drop my beard. No.
So I think I really need a capture card. I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it because I would love to be just doing like just my game right now, like on screen. Far Cry is called.
Nobody wants to watch a game you just came out like 2 years ago, man. 3 years ago.
People will watch it If it's on the internet, people will watch it.
It only counts for Pornhub and RedTube.
So 2 sites you're affiliated with.
Yes, sir.
Timo the science boy. Timo.
I just expect a slice of pizza to just pass across the desk from time to time.
That might happen later.
If he drills through his finger, it would look like black blood if he turns the color back off.
You're still a
Kinda
little
cool.
washed out.
All right. Let's see here. Oh, I am, I guess, a little bit.
Frank freaking Wolf. This donation is care of the Stooges. We want to help Joel's move out.
Nice.
This will help a little for your rent.
Yep.
It's $99. Greatly appreciated.
Just run across the border to Mexico.
All right. Well, the drill's going to be blown out because the rest needs to be not.
Dude, it's
You
the
need-
after show.
You need one of these clamps, dude. These
It is
things are
pretty
awesome.
cool.
Send me a link.
I will. It's like $25 or something like that.
I just got my
See, Nick, you asked for the
32s.
wrong thing. You should have told him just to send you one.
Okay, Demo, send me one. You sent me a damn glitter bomb, you asshole.
Yeah, but I think I made up with that with the reload, though, didn't I?
You preemptive. It was a preemptive strike with the reload. That's what it was.
Exactly.
Dude, glitter bombs end friendships.
Yeah, well, it
Y'all
didn't in
must,
this case.
y'all must be like some really good friends behind the scenes.
You
I must
need-
be the redheaded stepchild left the fuck out.
But Brian, I filmed it because I filmed my vape mail unboxing.
Yeah.
So it
It's
was
on-
literally like on camera. It's on YouTube.
Dude, I hate glitter so much with a passion. Like, I would literally not talk to you ever again.
Yep.
Dude, it's still on my desk. Like I had to like sweep my desk off to do like my build video today. I'm like, fuck. There's a
It
little.
will never leave, ever,
No.
ever.
It's in like in my belly button.
For anybody
You
that
have a link,
wants,
it'll be on your eyelid.
Just like,
You're going to eventually scratch your cornea.
for anybody that wants the clamp that I'm using in this video, that's apparently I can't do that. That's too long. of a
Timo,
wait.
you're being too serious. It's
Never mind.
depressing
No.
me.
What the fuck?
I'm wanting to build a stupid build right now. Give me
Just have enough builds. Everybody's building buildings.
I think
dramatic.
Brian, I
What are
think
they
you,
building walls?
Brian. Oh God, you should take all those quarters back out of your jar and just seriously like do it every time now. Just like fuck, boom.
Yep.
It'll just be
Cunt.
nothing but clinking.
Bitch. Fuck. Asshole. Menage a trois. Cunt
Not
menage.
a cuss word. Take that one back.
Labia skin.
Menage a trois. You say
James
labia-
Franklin says glitter, the herpes of craft supplies.
labia skin.
It really is a
It's like
herpes.
pixie herpes.
I like how you rowboat in the middle of herpes a little bit.
Oh, did I?
Pixie herpes. Dude.
Oh, Stan ate a full pint of ice cream. Now he feels happy and fat.
See, I'm lactose intolerant, so that's like a challenge for me. It's like I can eat it, but the aftermath for that would be a fun ride.
Oh,
For the
don't
next
worry. I might have
6 to
that
8 hours.
in about 20 minutes.
Let me just tell you what you do. I have a solution. You put a condom in your mouth, and you lock it on your teeth, and then swallow the condom, eat the ice cream, and then pull the whole fucking bag out and just drop it in the toilet like you just fucked.
You are a sick fuck. You've done that before.
How do you taste the ice cream? That's the whole thing I'm thinking. I'm not even worried about like the idea. Like, sure, that'll work, but how do you taste the ice cream?
Like an ice cream dental dam.
Yeah. You don't taste it, you feel it.
Oh.
That's the condom slogan.
Oh my god.
I don't really do that, by the way. I'm just saying.
It's one possible solution.
Yes, thank you.
All right, dude. So it's the after show now. What's never mind, I was gonna be mean.
What?
I
What?
couldn't
mean?
put
Have
through
at
it.
it. Don't be scared.
You
Nah.
picked on me enough tonight.
Scary money don't make money.
Scared what?
Scared money don't
Doesn't
make
make
sense.
sense.
Money don't make money.
It means be
Okay.
reckless with your money and fearless and just throw it around like you're beating people with it.
It just sounds cool.
Buying vape gear every week? Sure.
All right, explain
Total
scared money
Total
don't
fucking
make money.
silence here. Great. Way to fucking go. So we should change the this or that question about back around to you had to throw somebody off the boat. Who would it be?
Just throw yourself off at this point, Joel.
At this point, I would with a fucking weight on my feet or something. Shit, concrete boots.
I'm trying to think of a good one now.
What kind of boat are we on?
Ooh,
A canoe. A really
pontoon.
unstable canoe.
Does
Hard
it have
boat.
like a launch bay, like a deck, like a back deck that's comfortable to jump off, or do I have to go over a railing?
You're going backwards in like scuba diver style.
So I can see the faces of the people that told me to go.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
great. That's awesome.
You got voted off the boat, man. All right, Joel, you got your vape gear on one side, you got your lube collection on the other. Which one's going?
Oh, Brian, I don't know if you know, Joel has a very vast lube collection.
Yes, I do, man. Fagan called me out one night. I was waiting for his ass. He never showed up.
Some men collect cologne, that kind of thing, watches, coins, stamps. Joel collects lube.
Yep, sure do. And I will tell you that KY duration works fucking wonders. KY expressions work wonders.
Check is in the mail.
Yeah, but does it feel like you have like a fucking you got Novocaine in your dick when you're fucking?
Yes, it does.
Well, that's not enjoyable. First of all, I fuck like I'm in the wild, and it was before civilizations formed, and I'm trying to leave my seed, and I'm out. Okay, I'm built for procreation, and that means I'm strong genetically.
Well, this helps you build your stamina.
Stamina schmamina.
Stamina.
Yeah.
Stamina schmamina.
Lidocaine works for that too, by the way.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah.
You can inject it without getting,
You can also put ice cubes in a bag and stick your cock in it and freeze them up.
Like I said, I just use the
Dude, that
vape
does not
and
sound
rubber
fun.
bands.
No.
Why does it always sound like you're speaking from experience, Brian? I swear.
Because I've lived a really experienced life.
Didn't we have a conversation at one point about a cheeseburger?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you should start a second channel called The Life of Brian.
Oh god.
lessons in life.
Yeah.
Bye, Brian.
Shit's gone down. You know what's crazy though? Like now in my life, I'm just so simple. Like my life is so simple.
Yeah, you're just relaxing in the rainforest.
Yeah. I mean, look at my backyard. It's on the opposite side of on the show earlier, but whatever.
Do you have a lot of
You got-
mosquitoes?
But dude, you got fucking
Yes.
perfect weather all the time. The weather never changes back there.
I know. It's right on the equator.
I know it's so light out on the East Coast right now.
Yeah.
At 1 a.m.
The sun goes down when I tell it to.
See? That's how much of a macho man you are, It's like, hey, stay there. All
Yeah.
right. That's what I like to hear.
I have a whole collection of back green screen erotica that I throw up when we're sometimes in the Zoom rooms. It's pretty graphic and pretty disgusting. I have a whole poop collection of all these poops. And yeah.
Is that something is your Google search history just fucked?
Dude, my fucking cell phone, let me just tell you.
Google banned him from their search fucking history.
I have
you
more
can't search
dicks.
on us no more.
I have more dicks than the name dick in the telephone book. Okay. It is really dick heavy on my phone. But just to give you an idea of what I got going on here, hold on. I have 23,397 photos on my phone.
oh
no
my
shit.
gosh.
23,000.
I love the Fagan
Look,
picture.
How much? How many
ST,
gigs? How many gigs of memory have you taken up?
I don't even know.
Damn.
That's
a lot of
connected
pictures,
to the
bro.
cloud right there.
I'm a very visual thinker. So when I get ideas, it's always a picture, or in my head, I'll think of something, then I'll look for pictures that inspire and create the vision I have. So I take a lot of screenshots of stuff, textures, colors, angles, different, even parts that are not even related to vaping. I'm always saving pictures of stuff that I find interesting. It could be the angle or the whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I know exactly what that's
We
like.
had a fucked up storm yesterday, and I put my phone in time lapse mode and set it on the dash. And just recorded the drive home because I got an hour and 45-minute commute every day to and from work. So I just put my phone on time lapse and let that motherfucker record the whole ride home.
Did
Very
it turn out cool?
interesting. Yeah, hell yeah. It turned out very, very cool.
Okay, so we were talking about what were we talking about on the show about doctors and balls? It reminded me of a story, but I can't remember what I remember what story is. I know what story is, but I can't remember what we were talking about.
Well, just tell the fucking story. We don't care about the prelude to the story. Hell.
Well, okay. Well, it's kind of weird just coming out of nowhere.
Trust me. Did you watch Inside the Mines like 2 weeks ago or a week ago? Nothing is going to be worse than that. I promise you.
You're in a safe space, Stan.
Huh?
You're in a safe space.
Okay. So basically, I went to the doctor. I have to get these every year or a couple of years. I have to go and get this job full freaking checkup.
It's that little insert thing that keeps you from getting pregnant.
Physical. Yeah. Dude, they had to try to place that thing like 3 times, man. It was terrible. So
No, the hole was so big they had to put 3 of them there.
they were soldering them together.
He has labia on his helmet.
So basically, I'm at the doctor, and I have this female doctor, and she's not unattractive, but they're doing like EKG, like it's a fully super in-depth physical. I'm getting EKGs, all my blood and all this business, and it's time for the pull your pants down, turn your head and cough thing. And I pull my pants down, and she didn't do the whole press up against to like a normal doctor would. She just grabbed a handful of junk.
He looks for his wife. He looks behind him to see if his wife is coming.
No, I told my wife this story. It's it was very disturbing. And it was, I didn't know how to feel about it, honestly. So she grabs a handful of junk, and she's down there. She brought herself down.
Brought herself down. I like that.
Yeah, not all the way down, but about even with like my gut. And she's down there, and she just like freaking. What are those Chinese balls that you roll around and they make noise?
The stress balls.
Stress balls, yeah. She's just doing this, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, all right. Like, all you can do is concentrate on trying not to, get excited. So,
did you feel her breath on you?
So she's doing this, and I'm not exaggerating. She's doing this, and finally, after, I don't know, 45
minutes.
30 seconds, 45 seconds, which is a long time in this situation, by the way.
Yeah.
I look down at her and I go, what are you doing down there? She goes, I'm just checking for lumps. And I'm thinking, I'm thinking, okay, I do that. I could do that myself, couldn't I? And I just look down at her and I go, well, take your time. Let me know when you're done. That's all I could think to say. I didn't know what else to do.
I would have said it would be better if we could get that cock out of the way.
You just preemptively tape it up. Just tape it to your belly button. Like, there you go. I got you covered. Don't worry about it.
I learned this trick in high school. Watch this. Freaking no! It was very yeah. I felt weird about that whole situation.
So then, 45 minutes later, you walk out, smile on your face.
No, she finished up. Pull my pants up. And that was it.
Can I was
like, well, that was uneventful.
What doctor was that again?
What?
What doctor was that again?
It was.
I may need to know.
The girl was the cleaning lady.
Probably.
There's nothing medical about this.
Gloves. They were the blue gloves for the bathroom.
No, and then she walked over to the wall. She hit the button on the intercom and she screamed, "Happy ending!" And balloons fell from the ceiling.
The glitter bomb went off.
Wow.
No, I don't remember.
Oh man,
I don't remember what it was.
Stan woke up
did
naked.
she give you a prescription for Summer's Eve afterwards, or what?
No, she told me I had a problem and gave me a prescription for those little blue pills.
She said, I felt 2 big lumps. It was weird.
She goes, "Man, I did that for freaking 2 minutes and nothing happened down there. I'm starting to worry about you. Here's some erectile dysfunction medication.
See, I think it was
your
your
balls are
wife.
fine, but my jaw hurts.
I think it was your
This is
wife.
the first. There's 3 balls down here.
She was a plant, dude. She was a plant because your wife is like, I think he's got an issue. I want you to make sure.
No way, man. No way.
So let me ask you a question. What if she would have like just entered you into her mouth? How would you have responded? Would you have been like, no?
I probably would have jumped.
Answer carefully.
And freaked out a little bit.
No. You can't do no because then she'll probably like get nervous and tense up real quick.
That is true. You have to look out for yourself.
No.
I probably would. It's like that would have been very weird. I probably would have jumped back and kind of freaked out a little bit. Yeah, because I'm a dork like that.
Yeah, I am. Well, I think you should be.
Yeah.
But until you're in that situation, I think it's hard to say what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can't. I'm kind of glad it didn't end up that way. I don't want to be in that situation.
I was gonna say I've seen a porno that started like that once.
Is this for medical? Is this for medical research? What are you doing?
She just takes out her phone and starts taking pictures.
And you hear the other girls at the nurse's station laughing their ass off.
Yeah. Hey, Nurse Jessica, can you come in here, please? No, don't bring her here too.
2 weeks later, that video is streaming on littledicks.com, and it's like a humiliation channel.
Yeah, right.
Damn it! Now I have to cancel my subscription. Fuck.
You remember there too?
If you find a small dick with vape band around it,
he goes pre-vape banded to the doctors.
It's
Just
just
so he
says,
can
like,
have a semi-chub.
the vape band just says like vape radio on it, like like you're all in, dude.
yeah.
And it's signed the Rod Man.
Oh, God.
Oh, Rod, man, get it?
Tattoo. No, she was just looking at your tattoo, Stan. Tell him about
What?
that. She was
Say what?
just looking at your tattoo the whole time. You know, the
Yeah.
it's written USA down the side with exhaust fumes.
She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm trying to read this small print.
Oh,
Oh, she's down there. This is the nicest set of mud flaps I've ever felt.
What would you do if she's like feeling around, then she just takes a glove off and then slaps your nuts with it?
I would have been like, "All right, now it's time to go."
We were just testing your reflexes.
Yeah.
I'm just testing how you can take a punch.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even
Fuck
thought
up,
about it.
black
Right? Like if she would have done that, I would have taken her right there. I wouldn't even thought about it.
Dan has a little tattoo on his abdomen that says, "If you're reading this, it means you're sucking my dick."
The weird part is it's in Braille.
I will be right back.
Dude, you'd have to put like what are those little sweet
Yeah.
little dots?
Little
Candy
Wait.
dots. You'd have to have them
What?
inserted under the skin.
candy
Oh.
dots.
Implants.
Yeah,
No.
candy dot implants.
Dude, this is like the darkest after show ever. It's just
Yeah.
wrong.
He turned off the
Red.
lights and gave her the dreamer.
That's the true analog dreamer.
Oh God. Talk about infinite. Man, Stan, you must have a real good like health insurance plan or something. Covers hand
It's not
jobs.
bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Puts you right in that position, but it doesn't take you all the way.
That's just torture, in my opinion.
Right? It's just mean.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, now we need a semen sample. And you're like, well,
Robert Shorkey said, "Oh no, Stan gave me a dreamer."
Stan
Oh, gosh.
Stan fondles every last one of them. And dude, if you ever get a vape ban from Stan, you know.
They're all tested.
They're all
Don't touch
tested.
the vape band and then touch your cotton. Just don't do it.
And don't swell the firing button on any of the dreamers because they smell like shit. Where has this been tested? There's duty in the fucking spring. What's going on here?
It's lube.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Oh man.
Was this made at the Mars factory? No.
Speaking of Dreamer, I haven't used mine in a little bit. Where is it at?
That's bullshit.
Why?
We know you. That's all you use is damn Dreamer, Lucid, and Reverie.
Where's my dreamer? He just wanted to say it one more time.
Free plug.
I've been using.
Yeah, I'm gonna do you like I did Ja Hayes, man. It's gonna be $50 minimal.
Wait, did you say plug, Brian?
On
No, I said drop dead. I'm just gonna leave this sitting here the whole show.
Right. Just draw your face on it.
Yes.
Get a little picture of yourself and cut out your face and just stick it on there.
Yep.
Just
When are
do
we
a
coming
whole-
out with the Nope RDA?
Dope?
The Nope.
Oh, nope.
It's a sequel to the Yup.
Well, I bet Vandy Vape would do it.
Yeah. Dude,
I meant to ask you, how did that go between the Hellfire or Hellvape?
Hellfire.
I'm
Hellfire.
thinking of Hellfire Centennial. That was somebody we were just
Vandy
having a
Vape.
conversation about that. No, between Hell Vapes and Digiflavor as to who would do the drop dead. How did that work out?
Obviously, it's a business decision, and one company had to be the one. You couldn't cross-produce it with both. And it came down to finances, and it came down to the drop, everything from the drop name, the drop logo, the design, everything is me. So I don't have to apologize to anyone for using the design that's mine to bring it to them. You know what I mean? So they definitely, I mean, I think they felt obligated to agree with it because I was going to do it anyway. You don't give them an opportunity. And the only opportunity I gave them was, this is what they offered us. And if you guys have another offer, then we'll go with you. But if you can't match this offer, then we're going with them. You know what I mean? Like, that's fair business. So
I have a
Somebody
question.
at Digiflavor needs their head examined because I'd have been like, you know what, fuck that. Whatever they want, give it to them and some.
yeah.
So when are we going to see some like OEM Vapor Chronicles stuff?
I don't know. I think it's time, really. It's time, and it's also just the footwork. I wish I had a partner, somebody that could handle that kind of stuff.
Like what? What do you mean by footwork?
The financial aspect or the.
Well, no, I'm willing to take a risk. I mean, the drop was really successful, so it's not like I'm not loaded like Mark says, where I have fucking wrapped up fucking stacks of cash that build the walls of my house, like he says. But it was nice, and it gave me some security. So I do have some money to take a risk. I would like to have like real numbers of what the financial risk would be, and then I'd have to have an idea that I believed would be definitely successful, or at least make my money to break even. Like that type of thing. And also, since I work full time, it's really hard because I wouldn't be able to package stuff, ship it. I just don't have the time to do that. It's impossible.
I heard Stan, Tenacious TX Vapes, has an excellent shipping department. Don't lie, Stan. You use your kids.
I also wouldn't want it to blow up past my capabilities to handle it. Like that would be a big fear of mine. So I'd want to have backup plans in place.
Well, yeah, I'm about to say your backup plans, you can make financial adjustments to do so accordingly. You know what I mean?
But things move so fast, though. It's hard to fix things in midstream in this industry. You know what I mean?
I've had my hands in my fair share of transportation of goods and supply and demand, and ensuring that the supply was there for the demand.
Yeah,
kind of a known thing.
Overdrip. That was a low blow. Overdrip rip.
What did he do?
He said just not a restocking department. The stock came in today. It'll go up tomorrow. Okay.
Here we go, low blow.
Well, see, Stan, that's where you need to start spending some time on your analytics to make sure that you can kind of predict what people are going to be buying, and then make your adjustments accordingly.
It wasn't on me. It wasn't on me.
Blame China again. Go ahead.
It was on manufacturing. I'm not even gonna lie.
Go ahead.
I'm not lying.
It's the tariffs.
No, it's not. It's the fact that the company I ordered from is making more, is selling more than they are able to output right now.
Well, I guess it's a good problem to have.
The banana patty did well then, right?
not for the consumer. Say what?
I said the banana patty's doing well then, right?
Yeah, I guess so. The banana patty.
So the ball fondler RDA, your next project there, Stan. When's that going to be out?
No, it's the no-go RDA.
The no go. That's my special area.
Yeah.
RDA. Oh man. Wait, we're talking about vaping. This is not supposed to be a vaping show.
You brought it up.
Let's talk
Sorry.
about
Speaking of vaping, check out the stainless matte black
Oh my
on
god.
top.
All right, someone mute Stan.
It's so freaking, dude, my
What is
stomach.
that button? Let
Oh,
me see that button.
that's the ultimate button. You want one?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll buy it. Or I'll buy it with cash right now. Do you have
Just
any in, do you have
shove
any in
it.
stock?
I'll
Shove
just
it in.
send you one. Yeah, I have 'em.
No, I'd rather buy it. I want to support you.
Buy.
You buy now.
I like to buy
Right
my
now,
shit,
like
man. I
right
really do.
now.
I hate fucking.
I know, man. You were one of the first people to buy one of the Lucids off my site.
Yep. I bought the Lucid. I bought the Dreamer.
Yep.
He didn't send you a dreamer?
He did. He sent me this one that's patinaed, but I bought the stainless one first because I love it.
How
I
is
love,
that dreamer,
I love
by the way? I've
supporting-
never had one.
Huh?
How is that dreamer, by the way? I've never had one.
It's awesome. It's the standard at which I judge everything else.
Seriously?
Yeah, I love it.
Fucking around.
I'm not bullshitting you at all. I love it.
How much did he pay you to say that?
No, I seriously love it.
No, I gotta say I'm blown away at that, bro.
Well, I only have one other. I only have one other mech mod. No, I have probably 30 high-end mech mods. One of them was like $450. I got all kinds of ones. And I love this.
I got a mech mod.
Yeah, you don't ever use mechs. I don't know why you're accepting them.
Don't be mad because they sent me one.
What he didn't tell you, Brian, was I tried to give him mechs. I tried to give him a dreamer on multiple occasions, and he will not take one.
Because I'm a firm believer in support, and I will buy one.
Do you have them in stock right now? The black with the Ultim and the silver?
The Ultim button is an add-on.
Can you throw that in for free if I buy a black one?
Yeah. It's $7.
Can you put
No.
your wallet in there too?
Yeah.
They're not on the dreamers haven't gone back up in stock yet. They're going up tomorrow.
Okay.
But dude,
Dion Johnson, what's up, man? You caught the after show. We're just hanging out, bullshitting, shooting the shit. Got the Vapor Chronicles in here.
What are you wearing?
clean. The buttons are $7, bro.
What am I wearing? Anybody want to guess what I'm wearing?
White shorts. Ah, I called
Shorts,
it.
baby.
Look at that.
Oh Jesus, where's Kimmy?
The only white shorts I like are on the ladies, Joel.
Look, man. You've been
You're a
hanging out
lot
with your buddy
shorter.
over there. I don't know.
Vaping politician of Phoenix Vapor. You can't take his dreamer because I gave it away already. After he told me for the 5th time that he didn't want it, I gave it away.
Yes, I did. And what I do? I told you to give it to one of the stooges. I'd much rather a stooge have it than myself.
And Robert Shorkey won it last week on
Yes, he
Vapestew.
Yes, he did.
I have one promo dreamer left.
What is this? What mechmon is that with that?
That
at
is the
bottom?
Bonaspati. That's this right here.
Dude, I love
Banana patty.
little touches like that. I love.
That's what we were joking around about, calling it the banana patty. It's this right here.
Mm.
See on the button or on the housing.
Yeah.
It's a clutch system, Ultim button, hybrid disc,
Mm.
and it takes it down into the mod. But you know what looks really slick on there, man?
A drop dead.
The drop dead. What's on there? Not shitting you. The drop dead and the reverie both look slick on there, man.
You gotta have two of them to show them both off.
No, I just have this one. I'm gonna put these on the site too because I did like a little pre-sale for the Stooges, but it looks slick on there.
Yeah, it does.
It's a lot better than damn dreamers.
It fits right. The drop dead fits down inside there. Perfect.
What is it? A 24.
And I'm not
millimeter?
usually a fan of that situation. But
I like
this
it when it
thing
fits
fits
perfect.
like a freaking Mack truck.
It's just right.
Just
You're not
right.
gonna be doing any fitting perfect anytime soon, though.
Demo's got one.
You
Demo
gotta
just
go to
got
Cleveland
one.
sooner or later.
When it fits tight, it goes. I'm just saying. That's how you know you got girth.
So that wasn't Fagin snoring, was it?
That was Fagan's ass.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. After show.
Brian, I want to hear a story, man. I know you got a million like crazy stories from. All
Tell
the
me a
shit that you've
story,
been up to.
Daddy.
Well, Stan, you told a really good one.
Okay.
I think we deserve one from Brian.
This is not even a story, it's the truth. I shit myself today. Like I swear to God I did. I've been doing this CrossFit thing, and I was sitting here before the show, and you know when you got a shit and it comes on strong, and you cross your legs to try to like push it back in so you can make it to the can. I squeezed it, and I was standing here waiting for it to subside because the rush came. It was soft, like soft serve, and I ate a lot of nuts yesterday, and it came out, and it went down my fucking leg. So, like 30 minutes before the show started tonight, I'm in the bathroom like a small child wiping shit off myself. And I have a roll of fucking wet underpants in the laundry room right now. And if you don't believe me, I'll go grab them and show you.
No.
This is 100% legit. I had an accident, guys.
My 4-year-old would say, "Daddy, accidents happen."
I don't know what
adult life.
I'm fucking with this health food kick right now, and it's killing me.
You're allowed one pants shitting for every 10 years. All right. After you turn like 6, you're allowed one every 10 years.
I'm fucked.
6, dude. What the hell?
I think I blew my O-ring out. It's not containing things the way it used to.
Well, stop putting dreamers up there.
Yeah, that's part of the problem.
I don't know if this is gonna work.
Here we go.
That's
go
what
back to
Brian
Demo,
was
come
thinking
on.
when he had his legs crossed.
Yeah. And I knew when it went past the event horizon. I knew I was fucked, and I had to pull the backside of my shorts out so it wouldn't get into my shorts. I did that walk to the bathroom, like a fucking robot.
But you just the penguin walk where you're like, oh.
I just shit myself.
Did you tell your wife?
Fuck no. She was at the Taylor Swift concert.
You don't think she's gonna ask why the fucking clothes are in the laundry room?
She knows that she's got a husband that's gotten serious issues.
She's just gonna find him, and we're gonna hear it like, Brad.
Yep. Why are these underpants right on the floor?
That's the 3rd time this week. What the fuck?
She's gonna just wing them at you.
Yep. That's what I get so hyper focused that I put off the normal signs of a movement, and I wait to the point of no return. That's the problem.
That is a problem.
Yep.
But there is help, Brian.
Thank you.
Dude, everyone mail Brian a cork.
Just get some of that great yellow expanding foam, man.
Oh, the stuff you in the can.
Yeah. You'll be all right.
Oh God. Man. Oh, my heart.
Uncontrollable bodily functions. That reminds me of a story.
Oh,
here we go.
So I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and I was on
checked your balls.
What?
They checked your balls.
Yeah, dude. The dentist kept telling me that he was playing pool. And I was just like, all right, when's my turn? Just let me know. I was high on freaking gas. No, no. So I did in my 20s, and I did a lot of I don't want to get Joel's channel.
Illicit things. Illicit, like
I smoked a lot of reefer when I was in my 20s, and so I was at a buddy's house, and I'm high on all this Vicodin, and I mean a lot of Vicodin, and I used to smoke cigarettes and stuff, and basically I get to his house. There's a bunch of people there. We always brought the cute new girls that we worked with over, because that's cute new girls show up I worked at Chili's. We called it the Chili Head Way,
Oh,
get the new cute girls to start to work there, and before they know what's going on, you go party or whatever. So, have you ever seen the movie Waiting?
Yes.
I don't
The
think
movie
so.
Waiting, that movie's more real than you think. It's unreal. But anyway, so basically I get I get to my buddy's house. Okay, I'm on all this Vicodin and stuff. He's got all these girls over there and a couple people, and he's got this new jacuzzi. Well, so they all are wearing their bathing suits and everything, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go in the jacuzzi," and cool. And me and my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time, are there, and she's driving me around because I'm all messed up. And he pulls out this water thing that we made, and I took a huge rip off of it, like a huge rip, and then I took another one, and then I took another one, 3 in a row, big ones. This thing's like this tall, and so immediately I'm not feeling very well. Okay, I'm like, oh, it's just too much, like all the Vicodin and all this, and it's just too much. So I walk outside and I find a little spot next to the fence, and I just sit down on my ass and lean up against the fence like this, and things are just spinning. And I'm like, man, I need to calm down. Let me smoke a cigarette. So I freaking light up a cigarette. I'm sitting there smoking a cigarette, and things start spinning twice as fast. And I remember looking up like this and then seeing my buddy and this cute little chick he's trying to hook up with, and like 2 or 3 other sets of couples behind them, all walking down the path straight at me with their towels over their shoulders and stuff. And why are they all walking at me? And I turn and look this way, and I had found a spot right next to the steps of the jacuzzi to like get into the jacuzzi. So I'm sitting like right in front of it. And they walk within about 3 feet of me, and I turn and freaking just puke, freaking full on explosive all over the freaking steps and the grass, all right there in front of them and everything. I just that's the last thing I remember of that night, other than seeing all of their disgusted, disappointed faces turning around and going the other direction. Like, we're not doing that.
Not good.
It was pretty hilarious to me. Anyway, I thought it was funny. The next day,
Did he end up hooking up with that girl?
I have no idea. He probably did. He had a pretty good track record.
He did. He has herpes now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You remember his name?
Oh, Jesus.
I remember his name. Huh?
What was his
Don't.
name?
I'm not gonna say his name on here.
Nice try, Joel.
Can you eat it? Can you eat Chili's now? Like, or is it messed up for you?
I can eat Chili's. You know what the part about restaurants? I worked in a few restaurants. I can't go into Johnny Carino's because the smell of that oil, that olive oil, just grosses me out, and the fact that it feel like it's on everything.
Yeah.
But the thing about going into restaurants like that I used to work in is I feel the grease in the air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like a really greasy restaurant or whatever, you just feel it in the air. And it's like that smell used to be in your clothes and in your car and in your house and in your boots. Yeah, man, I can't. Why did you used to do that?
Yeah, I worked a lot of different jobs when I was younger, but yeah, I worked in lots of restaurants. It's in your clothes, it's in your hair, it's in everything.
Mm.
Yep.
It's a really nasty, like, and you know what? The bad thing is that when I tell people that have never done it or never been around like food service, they don't understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like you just don't know it until you're in it all the time. And I worked in the back of the house at Chick-fil-A too, and with frying oil and all that crap. Oh God. It's like the air is just thick.
Yep.
Nasty.
And the other thing is like people complain about e-liquid, like if you do DIY and stuff like that, and people are so anal about cleanliness and fucking like, you know, spaceship level labs and everything like that. It's like, motherfucker, you eat at every restaurant on a Friday night and you put these metal utensils in your mouth that 5 million other people have put in their mouths. You have Bob the fucking unkept cook that's throwing his sweaty face all over your fucking burger. You got no problem with that, except e-liquid's a big issue for you. You know what I mean? Like, there's double standards a little.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for making me think of that now.
Sorry.
You should think of it.
Get any
Dude.
liquid from me. I get my pants down here.
My trainer at Chili's. Holy crap, bro.
Hot?
No. This dude, I came into the back of the house. I was doing something, and he and one of him and this other guy are just eating mouthfuls of Skittles. And you know that saliva
The Skittles saliva?
Skittles makes?
Yeah.
Oh, that like really thick, fruity flavored colored saliva. Dude, they are just like letting it loose into this Dr. Pepper.
Oh.
Every single time, like 2 or 3 of these big things in each Dr. Pepper, and this lady is loving it. And
Did she drink it?
Oh yeah, she drank like 5 of them.
Dude.
And then he comes back, and I'm in another part of the restaurant. I come back through, and it was like a U shape, and I come through the door, and I see him over here, and he's got a spoon in his mouth, and he's just like it's a lollipop or something. And then he takes it, sticks his armpit like that. And dude, seriously, don't piss off your waiters, people. Just don't do it. Tip 20%, 15% at the least.
And be
Don't
kind.
piss off your waiters, because if you go back in there and you tip $2 on decent service, they will remember you.
Yes.
But dude, he takes it out and then he sticks it in his pants. And I was like, dude, what are you doing? And the microwave beeped, and he pulled out a chocolate cake, and he pulled the spoon out, and he goes, making dessert. Whoop! And he walked out into the thing, and I was like, oh my God, this is the worst place ever.
Again? What Chili's was this again?
Don't.
It doesn't even have that. I didn't say that was at Chili's.
Oh.
Did I?
No, but
No.
we all kind of assumed.
But no, that's anywhere, man. I told you that waiting movie is not far off, bro. Just don't piss off your freaking servers. Like,
People that touch your food.
Yeah, don't be freaking assholes to the people that serve you.
Y'all
food.
tell me this after I went and saved my wife from drowning? Thanks a lot.
I was just, I've never done anything like that. You know, I swear.
Man,
I know I have morals, bro. I have
Sure.
morals, but I have witnessed more than I care to.
You let me let my wife drown. What kind of morals do you have?
Stan, aren't you just as guilty as the perpetrator if you watch it go down and you don't do anything about it?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I was
Thank
a
you.
teenager and it was a job that I needed. So yeah, I'm just as guilty.
You'd have been promoted to head manager, GM, or some shit. Hell.
No, I wouldn't.
GM at 17.
Well.
We're learning a lot tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.JustRight is checking to see if the wife left him yet.
I feel dirty all of a sudden.
You should.
Did you check your leg?
Not
Yeah,
as gross.
I
Hey,
did.
that's
I
not
mean-
as gross as what Rian Galactic said in the chat that I saw in one of y'all's videos the other day.
Ew, what?
You see what he said, Brian?
No, I don't even have chat up.
Oh, he says, "What about fingernails in your drip tip?"
Yeah, that is true. Mark.
That was pretty gross, man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I told him it was a special edition. It's called the Drop Nailed It edition.
Dude,
I don't
who
get
puts
it.
fingernails in their pocket?
Special fucking man children like Mark. It's the shit he does.
Children.
Yep.
Just taking my fingernails for a walk, you know?
Yep. It's
I
like
always
he wants
put
to be
shit on my
courteous and not
fingernails.
flick. He wants to be courteous and not flick the fingernail. So he's so courteous that he puts it in his own pocket.
You know what? I respect that, but just hold them and throw them away.
Yeah, like
Give me your
or eat them. You know what I mean?
Eat 'em.
Eat 'em.
That's nasty.
Come on.
Dude, Hobag says lip crud on stainless steel drip tips.
Oh yeah, that is gross.
Yeah, especially if you go to use somebody's.
Would you rather
Hey, try this.
would you rather take a shot of lip crud from a drip tip or wade 50 feet through ankle deep shit?
I'll
Ankle
take
deep
the drip tip. Drip tip all day.
Drip tip crud?
With or without shoes?
No, with no shoes, no nothing. Just
Dude, foreign pools of shit is really bad for you. Like it's real bad. You'll get infections. And
so
stuff.
is drinking lip crud.
Yeah.
It's your own lip crud if that helps.
Oh, okay. Then I choose that one.
Yeah, I would choose that one.
Just lip crud in a shot glass full of lip crud over.
Fuck that.
I don't know. I can go into like fetal
I'd rather
position.
let my wife drown. Fuck it.
I can go into.
She comes up for air. I'm pushing her down again. Get back down there.
That's murder.
Fuck that.
Not if no one sees it. No.
Is it premeditated if you decide to just like help it along in the middle of the situation?
No.
No, because you didn't think about it. It was spur of the moment.
Would you rather?
So it's a crime of passion.
Would you rather suck a fart out of Mark Fagan's ass,
Oh,
or eat a Costco-sized warm jar of mayonnaise?
mayonnaise.
I would take the mayonnaise all fucking day.
Because that fart that comes out of Fagan's probably going to look like it's mayonnaise.
Oh,
Chocolate mayonnaise.
You know, look, we talked about being visual earlier.
Yeah.
I'm a very visual person. Like I picture things when like my mom's one of those people that talks about like surgeries and stuff and like watching those shows and things. I have to tell her constantly, stop, just no, I don't want details. Don't tell me details. I picture stuff and I really don't need to be having this conversation.
Guys, monetary in the chat will make this conversation stop.
What did you say?
Monetary donations to the chat will make this conversation stop.
Would you rather chew off and eat Morton Owens' fingernails, or get stabbed in your feet, like walk over a just like 10-foot section of used coils with really tiny wires?
Stan does that all the time in his house.
Man,
It's true. True.
I would eat that fingernail so you don't have to.
Now.
Oh God.
So, have you tried his new project?
I have not. Have you?
It's interesting.
No, I know Stan has.
Stan, give us a rundown. I've been really intrigued to hear about it.
Half pipes. How's the
Demo
half
also
pipes?
has it.
Emo, let us know what's up.
Okay, Stan, you go first.
Okay. I really don't like. I'm gonna.
Honestly, he's not gonna watch this shit anyway, Stan.
Well, no, I'm gonna, dude. I'll be honest regardless.
I called the NORD the FDA project, so come on.
Okay, so look at the airflow. That's it. But okay.
Look,
Now-
Stan, take time out. Take your tinfoil hat off and set it to the side.
I'm
Put your
gonna tell
grown-up
you-
pants on. Put your
I'm gonna
adult
tell-
depends
dude.
on.
I haven't touched it in a few days. I'm just trying to get my thoughts together. Okay.
Okay, can I assess it with my thoughts of what I see, and then you tell me if it's right?
Sure.
That might be
Ooh,
fun,
good challenge.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so let's see. First of all, how many millimeters is it?
Let me present Stan real quick.
30.
Yeah.
Here, you want to see the deck? Have you seen the deck?
Yeah, a little bit, but I want to see it again.
Ryan says, "How does it vape?"
All right, so it's 810.
Okay, so first things first, I don't like that little lip on the top where the drip tip sits on.
Right. Well, the drip tip it came with actually
But
sits flush with that.
But it's 30. Yeah, but it's 30 millimeters, so it might fit a lot of drip
It's
tips.
just
Okay.
the top airflow ring.
Beefy as fuck. That's solid metal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So there's your airflow.
And there's also airflow on the side.
There's airflow on the sides.
Where's the airflow on the sides?
It's just below the airflow on the top.
See the little one?
Top side.
Why did we stop sharing him?
Yeah, present Stan, Joel.
Okay, 1 second.
So you got this little airflow on the side, okay?
Uh-huh.
And they both go in and down. So
The
you're
same channel or separate channels?
separate. Actually, no, the little one on the bottom is the side airflow. If I
Yeah.
could get the damn cap off, I'd show you.
That's a con.
That's a con.
Right.
Damn it, he
Yeah,
stole it.
sorry.
Okay, so
I did not have that problem. My O-rings are perfect.
Okay, so the top airflow comes down from the top, and then the
And then
side
you-
goes direct. But then the side hits the downward airflow, so it pushes that in.
that's where the side goes.
Oh,
the
so
side
there's a
kinda
top
channel.
airflow comes in right at this and like down and around.
Is it angled?
No, it's
Yeah,
just straight.
The side
down.
airflow has a slight angle downward. Yes, the side.
Yes. But
Wait a
it's so
minute.
small. I don't think
Wait
it matters.
a minute. I have a serious question, though.
Yeah.
Not according to him.
So the air comes in like this from the side, right? But then there's a channel above it that comes straight down on top of that side airflow,
Yes.
crossing paths and colliding.
Yes, that's the point. So they collide and then they go around the coil, meeting in the back, creating a vortex in the back, supposedly, or vortice,
And
as he says.
it makes sense with his ideals
It
because
works too.
yeah, I'm okay. The one thing I will say before you assess is that this airflow is actually very efficient. It's very efficient. But so basically you've got these two half pipes and your mounting points. This is this coil, these coils are directly, the legs are directly over the mounting points. If it'll fucking focus.
It's not going to focus. And
Oh,
you're dripping.
damn it.
You just dripped on your keyboard.
This is way too complicated for me.
Of
Morton even has like a very detailed build tutorial on how to build it perfectly.
course he does.
I followed it to
You
the
had
letter,
one
and it
with the
vapes
FDA too.
actually.
Well, they did send inside. Look, I'll show you. Inside the
Air blades? They teach you some air
inside the
blades.
tin with the freaking Morton Owen character on
I
there.
actually really like that.
So inside
it.
that
Is that
Come-
child appealing?
comes this
I don't know. South Park is kind of an adult comic.
with pictures, very
Adult
detailed
cartoon.
pictures
Hmm.
of how to build a wall of cotton and how to actually build with a dimension that your
Looks just like his drawing.
coils need to not be farther down. I mean, there's very detailed how to build it.
It should come with 22 gauge flat wire.
But see, it doesn't have flat wire in it. So what's your thoughts there, Brian?
Wait, you've totally forgot about the ceramic part.
Well, he doesn't need to know that for the function.
It doesn't change the function really.
Yeah, it just separates the negative and the positive.
The look of concentration. Here, stop presenting.
This is
Yeah,
what
they
this
get
is
through
what's
it.
underneath. This is the ceramic piece that goes underneath, and you see the 4 holes in a square.
Yeah.
That's where the leads go through.
Okay.
It's a complicated deck design for sure,
Rob
but for a
Jones.
simple build style.
Rob Jones says drawing looks like boobs with pepperoni nips.
Have you followed that top airflow hole straight down to see where it makes contact with the deck?
Honestly, dude, it's so far away from the coils. I don't think it really matters.
Well, I'm
Does that
just,
make
I'm not thinking about the collision downward. I think that would work. And if it vapes good, then I'm and I don't know, but I'm thinking
I didn't say it
anything that comes down has to come back up again. And when it comes back up with other air that's coming down, fresh air collides with the vaped air that has the flavor. Like if you remember the Pulse 22, you guys remember the Pulse 22?
Yeah.
The biggest problem with the Pulse 22 was that if you had the coil where the air came in and it hit, when
Hey,
the air went
unprecedented.
past, huh?
Sorry. Go ahead. I'm listening.
The biggest problem with the Pulse 22 is you had these two inlets of airflow, right? And you had the coil in the pictures and everything. It was mounted like right here so that the air would come in, it would hit the coil directly, and then it would come down below the coil. Like it would actually like cause a collision in the bottom of the chamber, and then it would come back out again, past the coil again, and then into your mouth, right? The problem with that is that every time you took a pull, that fresh flavored air would be on its way out, but then the fresh air would be coming in, recolliding with it, so it would mute the flavor big time. If you move the coil up above the air holes, so the air would come down and then come up and hit it, it was a whole different experience.
Well,
So
watching his videos according to his testing,
Uh-huh.
the collision is basically his idea. And you know what? this is the part of the idea. Like, I'm not saying it works in this instance, but this is the part of the idea that I kind of thought about whenever I've told people that, like, I kind of took some of Morton Owen's stuff and was thinking about it while I did the reverie. When
Don't tell people that.
I'm not telling people that I completely applied it differently.
Air blades with the reverie?
No. I completely applied it differently though. I took the idea of what he was talking about and thought about it, but I didn't just whatever. You know what I'm trying to fucking say. So basically his idea is that as airflow hits and comes around or down into a chamber, if other air is coming down, the turbulence in the building actually creates more flavor.
But eventually the air has to have a clear stream out.
Exactly. And it's not like you're closing off the airflow
to let it out.
Colliding. Yes, I agree.
That would be my only concern, that it would impact on the way out and mute it. But is it muted?
What if you look inside the reverie, I took like that kind of idea and I like thought about that in a different way. So with the reverie, you've got your angles down. There's a chamber underneath where there's a juice well, and then there's a chamber underneath with two walls, like the jetting out of the walls, and then there's a chamber in the top, right? And it's like a domed chamber on both. Well, not the bottom one's flat, but the top is a domed chamber. Well, when the air comes down, I think this is why a lot of the good flavor happens, is because when the air comes down, it actually goes down in this direction, and it's actually being turbulent at the bottom. So when you're actually sucking through the air, the drip tip, it's coming back up through, but it's not really, because the coil is in the center, it's actually going around the coil as it comes up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like that's kind of like what I think. I've been trying to freaking dissect this thing, what's making the flavor so good other than just the condensed chamber, but that's kind of what I was thinking, and I don't know if
dissecting that brain, because I think it's in your head.
It might be in my head.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, the reason why the flavor is so good is, I mean, the angle of entry is very subtle.
Yeah.
So we're not going below the into the juice well and shit with that airflow. There might be some colliding down there, but most of it is getting sucked right past the coil and into your mouth.
Well, the only reason why the airflow is angled anyway was just to keep the juice, make it harder for the juice to come out. It had nothing to do with the airflow.
Yeah, but that's very minimal. I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean,
whoa, hold on. So one of the railing pieces lined up with your Allen head wrench for a second, like, you know, like the railing for your background in your background.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, chroma keyed for a second, and it lined up with the Allen wrench.
That's like active art.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So okay, so all right, if I may take a second,
sure, go ahead.
$50.
$50. This is now at a 0.07.
Hold on one second.
Batteries are not.
Damn it. Hold on.
Okay.
It's that important to you. I will present you to everybody.
So these batteries are now at a 0.07. Or sorry, not batteries. This build is a 0.07. The batteries are probably, I don't know, 3.9, I'm guessing.
What RDA?
So this is the Cali RDA.
Okay. And
this is on that new, that new box from Mark. Just hold on.
But the real question is, it crispy?
Not at all.
I just don't. I don't.
It's just hot.
It's a cool vape no matter what, which is why I said the airflow is efficient in this thing. And that's not what I'm looking for when I'm vaping. I can rock this thing at 120 watts. Like on a freaking 0.2 something. 120 watts, 130 watts, and it's still a cool vape. The other thing that bothers me about this is that, and you know what? He likes a cool vape, so maybe that was his thing. The other thing that bothers me about this is the freaking, it's not built to put, it's a 30 millimeter atomizer with big old freaking sections to put your coils in, and you can't put a big coil in here.
No, you have to, he recommends a 2.5 millimeter ID coil at the minimum, or at the maximum rather.
It's just very strange.
Yeah. Yeah, but he's a strange guy. Have you not noticed?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't have anything against innovation and trying something different. Obviously, I'm like, do something different. That's like my main thing. But
I like it.
I want it to work good.
I'm not with Stan on this one. I actually really like it. I think that it has pretty good flavor. I mean, I threw like a 0.12 Canthal frame staple at 2.5 millimeters in there. So I mean, like, yeah, it's gonna have, it's probably gonna have good flavor, but I think it does. It's a cooler vape, and it's voluminous and dense, and I get the crispy notes.
You get the crispy notes.
I don't even know what the fuck a crispy note is.
The high notes of your juice.
One of them fresh bills printed up, it's like real crispy and it's kind of flicky and it doesn't fold or nothing. Those are crispy notes.
I don't know. I liked his whole concept idea, and you know what? I wish he didn't stand behind his things like they were fact, and he would present them as ideas. Shit, I cut myself with the damn. I cut myself right now with this thing.
Yeah, with the Reverie, that really sharp piece right there.
That's a con.
That's a con.
And what did you get cut with?
The damn corner.
Oh yeah, dude.
It just freaking cut me.
Yeah, dude. The corners are crazy.
Sue him.
That's the first thing I noticed, man. I was taking the thing off and I like touched it on the side of my hand and I was like, "Wow, dude, that's fucking sharp."
Holy crap, dude! It's deep too. It's little bitty, but it's deep. That's crazy. I didn't even feel it,
dude.
Stan gets rushed to the emergency room.
No, shut up.
Man's vape causes injury to finger. Severe injury to finger.
Throw some dirt on it.
Yeah, right.
Why?
So the last this or that I got fucked on. So guess what? We're coming back with another one.
The what?
I said the last this or that question I got fucked on. So I'm coming back with another one.
What do you mean the last?
The last this or that question on our Vapestew I got screwed out of. So
Oh.
got one for you. Stan, you're first.
Why?
Because this is where the cookie crumbles. You can only have one RDA, the Lucid or the Reverie.
The Reverie.
Okay. Demo, you can only have one RDA. Would you go with the Reload BF 1.5 or whatever, whichever one of those you like more, or the Recoil Rebel? You're muted, Demo, for some reason. Why the fuck are you muted?
I'm good.
Okay.
So wait a second. You're asking me to choose between the Recoil Rebel and the Reload BF 1.5.
Yes.
The Reload BF 1.5, like all day.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Nick, you have to choose between the Lucid or the Reverie. Which one and why?
Reverie. No, smash them both with a hammer.
I'm dick.
Reverie because it's just I'm into it right now. I'm totally into that one. The Lucid just not my style at all.
Fair enough. Brian, you got to go with the Drop or the Drop Solo. Which one and why?
I'm not playing these fucking games.
You have to go with the Nada or
I'm going with the Nada. Drop and drop solo, I'd take the drop all day, every day, just because that's more my style of how I vape. But I will, vape. I think the drop solo vapes the way I like to vape in a single coil.
the Nada or the Icon.
I'm gonna take the Nada.
I think we all saw that coming.
By the way, Stan, on the Reverie, just looking at this and looking at the way everything works, I love the decision to go with the airflow control ring on the outside versus on the inside.
Don't like that.
I dig it big time. And then people don't realize that if that was on the inside, it would be so fucking hard to line up your airflow holes and know which holes are where. You wouldn't be able to see. So you would have to just look through darkness and try to find out when the things are closed or not. This makes it so much easier.
Plus, you'd have to finagle some kind of fancy way to make the inner chamber condense.
Yeah,
because you couldn't rotate it with it.
Yeah, I dig it.
The
And
fucking
also,
black
three
one
air
though
holes
is
has a lot
hard
of
to tell where
flavor.
your airflow's at.
Stan, I have a question for you. What was the hardest part of designing the Reverie? What was the biggest challenge that you had to overcome?
The biggest
And
challenge.
same question for you, Brian, with the drop once Stan is done.
The biggest,
challenge for Stan was getting that recurve airflow sideways so that it could be.
No, I will tell you this though. The biggest challenge was the airflow, not orientation like that direction, but the actual design of the adjustment on the outside ring.
Rob Jones is getting that pulley just right.
Also, no, man, designing the part that comes out, the deck to come out was pretty easy actually. But
We
no,
don't know the easy shit. We know the hard part.
no, the airflow, actually doing the modeling and trying to come up with a way for it to work kind of like how I wanted and give you the options, like enough options that I felt comfortable. I didn't really know how I wanted to achieve that. I knew I wanted the 6 holes. I knew I wanted to make them a certain diameter to help with surface tension. And then once I started squonking it, I knew I wanted to angle them to help with surface tension and travel for the juice. So because it being such a small chamber, it doesn't really need to be angled down airflow for flavor or anything. And the holes made it really smooth. The hardest part for me was how to adjust the airflow holes on the outside. And it looks like it was a simple solution, but it was actually a lot harder than it looks to come up with making it like that. I wanted something that would make it to where you could travel from using the bottom of that section all the way to the top, kind of like the Lucid did. But I wasn't quite sure how I wanted to do it. And it took a few different renditions to come up with that style. So,
Are you gonna send Morton Owen a reverie?
No.
You should.
Why?
I'm just
So he
curious.
could tell you everything that's wrong with it.
Because you're nobody till somebody makes a 3D box out of fucking whatever he makes them out of.
I would be
Toilet
curious.
paper rolls and old cereal boxes.
I actually would be curious too, and I'd be lying. I'd be lying to you if I told you I didn't reach out to him. I did reach out to him.
Did you reach out to him like this?
No, I reached out to him and telling him, "Hey man, send me your information. I want to send you something." Like back, I wanted him to get the Lucid, and he never responded to me.
Oh.
So
Because you were a nobody. Until
Yeah.
Mr.JustRight said you were a somebody.
What about you? What about you, Brian? What was your biggest challenge to overcome in the drop?
Probably
Where like you had like a roadblock where you're like, how the fuck do I get this right? You know?
Well, the drop started off as top airflow,
Okay.
and it was top airflow that looks identical to Morton Owens.
Oh, just like in and down.
Yeah, in and down, and that was in and down until Billy released his pictures of the dead rabbit.
And you were like, damn it.
I was like, fuck. Everything was going wrong for me at that time.
Yeah.
And then we went with bottom airflow with a ramp, like on Mike Vapes' Iconic. Like it had like a little ramp, and then it had side airflow direct. And the problem with that, obviously, is leaking. And they couldn't understand about building a ramp in between the posts, which is what I wanted. I tried to explain to them 1,000 times that I wanted the ramp to continue up in between the posts, and they just didn't understand. Like they're like, it's going to short. I said, fucking put insulator there. You know what I mean? Like or bow out the posts where the ramp would be, like hollow it out a little bit. I think getting them to do it when you know it'll work is the most frustrating part for me. And then drilling through 304 stainless steel with a fucking drill bit in your garage, trying to hold a circular tube and like, holding it and just sitting there and having it etch away at the steel till you grab enough of it to go through, like not having the right equipment.
Yeah.
Not wanting to wait another 3 weeks for another prototype to come and wanting to test things. And then closing off the side that they fucked up enough so that I could vape the one that I tested, that I drilled myself. That was a lot of frustration. But once I got it, I knew, I was like, that's it. Like the vertical airflow with the T, I knew was something that would work. Like it made sense to me conceptually.
Right.
So
makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Worst RDA any of you have ever used before you go, Nick?
Worst RDA. Oh, I know right away what I'm going to say. The Bushido 2 Pure Flavor RDA.
That sucks because
The
I
gold one
actually
is
like
black.
the Bushido for one reason.
Really?
Yes.
What's
I like
reason?
that umbrella style design they have up top, and I think the Bushido would have been better had they put vanes in that top cap to direct the juice downward. The juice didn't have anywhere to go to have any direction, so
Yeah,
it
no.
hits that top and just goes wherever. If it had veins cut in it like an umbrella, the ridges in an umbrella directs the water
It was
off
just
in those
so
points.
goddamn turbulent, and I just didn't like it because it's velocity deck, and I'm like was never a huge fan of velocity style decks because I've always used wide coils, So
I'd like to see the Bushido style canopy with an offset like the Death Trap, just on one side only, and then have the veins cut in it to allow the juice to have direction to go. I think that would be pretty damn neat.
Okay.
Just one of them random ideas. But go ahead, Nick. What's the worst RDA you've ever used?
That's a tough one.
That's why I asked it.
Yeah. I've used a few bad ones. Like, I can't stand the D Pro RDA from Coil Art. I don't know what it is.
The mini or the original?
The original. I haven't tried the mini, but I just hate it. Then there's a pretty bad one called the Vampor Amphisbena. That was pretty bad.
The what?
It's
I
called
remember your review on that. Actually, I watched your review on that.
Yeah, it's called the Amphisbena, and they just got a lot of stuff wrong. They tried to just do a lot of different stuff in one RDA, and it just didn't really work out too well. So wasn't really a big fan of that one. But I don't know if it's the worst RDA I've ever vaped. I mean, it's not terrible.
DB Squonks has a good point. He said the lit by Vandy Vape, and I could agree with that because my lit broke the first time I built it, and I was just like, okay, well, that was that, I guess.
Oh, dude, what was the one that came with the 270 mod? The iJoy 270.
Oh no, the worst. Oh yeah, the Sigelli, the Snow Wolf, X Fang or V Fang. I can't remember which one it is.
Something Fang.
Yeah, that one, that with the dual squonk bottles. That RDA is a piece of shit.
Wait a second. You're not talking about this RDA, are you?
Don't torture me with the sight of it.
RDA right here?
That's
No,
it.
no.
Where one?
No. That was with the Fuchai 213 squonk. No, I'm talking about the Sigelli or Snow Wolf V Fang, or I think it's V Fang, the one with the 2 squonk bottles.
Yeah.
Little tiny baby squonk bottles. That RDA, I tried to build it live, and it was just such a piece of shit. I just gave up on it. I'm like, fuck this thing.
The dual Sigalite style swung bottles.
Oh god.
Okay, so I have a couple.
The worst. You can't have multiple worst.
I have multiples, motherfucker.
Look, a motherfucker I may be, but mother I fuck don't belong to me.
The Wonder Vape the Wonder Vape, the iJoy SigPet Wonder Vape kit, the 270 mod, the Wonder Vape RDA that came with it completely fell apart on me. I didn't even get to freaking vape it. It was just broken. The damn post broke away and snapped the insulator. I didn't even have a screw in, or I didn't even have a build in it. The other ones is this one right here that came with the Dovpo armor. No, is this Dovpo? Yeah, the Dovpo armor. This RDA was absolutely terrible. It didn't matter what I did to it. It just would not. It's terrible, baby. It's a squonk RDA with airflow holes way down here for one. Okay. And then it just didn't make any sense to me.
Not focusing.
Nice.
There we go.
It just didn't make any sense to me. It just gave off a horrible vape. I didn't like it at all. And then I don't want to say what the last one is.
The drop.
Oh, there's still the Tsunami version 1. I hated the thing.
Ryan, what's your worst?
Tsunami 24.
And the VLS.
I think worse is tough because there's different reasons that I get really pissed off. And one of the bad experiences was with the Nord, because I expected so much and I had such high expectations. When you take a pull, when you're before, like, before you throw a build in, you take a draw and you're just like, oh my God, this is going to be incredible. It had like the perfect airflow draw. It was so like turbulence free and so smooth and so perfect. And then to put a build in it and taste the lack of flavor and the lack of warmth and saturated density that I like, it just aggravated me to no end. Like it had such
I watched your
high
review on it, man. I watched your review. I was like, I could feel your pain too, because you were like, I have tried everything. And
He was so disappointed because you worked with it so long.
And I wanted to love it. I wanted it to work. I wanted him to be right. And it was so frustrating because, like, I just wanted to say to him, like, why didn't you stop?
Well, here's the funny thing, right? What if he is right, but it's just not the way that anybody really likes to vape, right?
Then you shouldn't design for everybody. You should have a little anvil and a fucking metal smelter in your garage and make shit for yourself because nobody else wants it.
What he should have is real friends that tell him the damn truth and be like, look, bro, I appreciate the effort, and we commend your will and willpower to want to have it made, and making the connections and get it done. But it's not going to be worth the damn. Let's just don't do it, man.
Nobody lives in that part of the world.
That's why Adam Wapes decided to put those little air blades going on in there.
I never even got them. They didn't send them to me. I guess they didn't like my video.
Dude, they contacted me and told me they were going to send me the whole kit. And dude, the very next day after I got that email, out comes DJLSB Vapes review. And the next thing I know, I didn't get nothing ever.
I still have to do my review.
Pumping the brakes hard on it.
Yeah.
I still have to do my review on it.
I nicknamed the Nord RDA the FDA because I was no flavor at all. It just nothing.
Yeah, it won't matter what kind of flavor you have if you can't taste it.
Yeah, flavor ban.
So, but that's not the worst one I've ever had. The very worst one I've ever had was the Aeronaut RDA. The very first
Really?
Wow, that's loved by a lot of people.
Really? Yeah.
And the reason why is because I expected like you expected a lot of the Nord. I expected a lot out of that, and it didn't fit my style of vaping. And I don't know. I never really enjoyed that one at all.
That's another big, airy, sort of slightly turbulent one,
Yeah,
well, but you had options with it.
You did have options. You had different rods you could put in there and adjust them and turn them. And like I gave the compliments of this, being able to adjust the airflow as to where you wanted it to be, so it hits just right. But Aeronaut,
Joel,
do
guess who loves the Aeronaut?
Who's that?
Morton Owen.
That explains a lot to me. No, it's just personally, it's one of mine that just was not a favorite of mine by any means. If anything, it was probably it was right there with the Nord on my list because I expected a lot from it and didn't get nothing that I expected out of it. And that could just be me. I mean, that's not made. A lot of people like it. Well, I was just one that did not.
The thing that sucks is that he's like a really cool dude, like a nice dude. He's interesting, like he
You will
just
bash your head in with a fucking axe handle.
dude. That's the kind of dude you want to have like hanging out
and
with.
then play his handmade lute over your dead body.
But it's like you want to love something for a guy like that works so hard on something. It's like you want somebody like that to be successful at what they're doing because you could tell that they loved it and that they put a lot of hard work into it and everything. And like Demo, man, if you did something, I'd be so excited for you and I would want so bad. And if it was a flop, I'd be just completely torn up about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like it just sucks. Like I don't have nothing bad to say about the guy. It's just like shit, man.
That's what I felt like in my fucking video.
And how the fuck do you think that I felt when the Lucid came out, man?
On that note, I'm out of here, guys.
I guess we can be honest.
Yeah, right.
Probably the same way I felt when the Dreamer came out.
Oh, Jesus.
You're wrong, Joel.
Yeah.
Well, that's the cool thing about having something successful. No matter how your friends feel about something, if the reviews are amazing by consumers, then you're fine. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So like, people can talk about the drop all day long, but if you go to the websites that sell it, there's more reviews, more 5 stars than any other RDA ever made on any of the sites. Better than the Dead Rabbit, better than everything. Like, you can't argue with that. Vapor DNA, all of them, all the stores.
How much did those cost you?
Nothing.
No, I'm just playing, bro. I'm fucking.
No, I just threatened them. I said I would post bad things about their businesses if they didn't tailor the numbers.
Well,
Now, do I think the drop RDA is the best RDA ever made? Fuck no. I don't. It's
Damn,
just
a lot of people are going to
A lot of people
disagree with
think
you on
so,
that one. Yeah, a lot of people think it is, man.
yeah.
It's in my top 5 for sure.
Yeah, top 5 is good. I mean, I guess there's different RDAs at different times, and we all hold on to them different. Like, we have memories of them at certain times in our vaping journeys. You know.
Yeah, and there will be certain things that are like really nostalgic. You know, like that
Yeah.
setup you brought to this place when this thing happened. You know, like I don't know. It's
Yeah.
dude, that's like the ultimate though.
Like a Patriot RDA.
There you go.
Look at those air holes.
Right?
You didn't drill it out.
Yo, they look at the air holes I drilled in my garage for the drop prototype.
No, that's like the ultimate for me though, man. Like if you had a product that you put out that you designed and it's like something that everybody had, like that damn telescoping smoke mod that like everybody talks about, or the oh crap, what's that tank? The Nautilus, you know, or like everybody knows it because
The velocity. The velocity.
Yeah, the velocity. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, remember when people talk about like vaping history, I guess that sounds corny as hell, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like when people talk about, oh, remember this or remember that, like that's one of your products is what comes up in every one of those conversations.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
That would be the ultimate for me. Like if somebody came up, it's 10 years from now and vaping's like taken off or whatever, and somebody came up to me and didn't know that I made the Dreamer and was like, oh man, do you remember the Dreamer? And like 3 of his buddies standing around him was like, oh yeah, dude, we had the Dreamer and the Dreamer and the Dreamer. I would be like, that would just send me to the moon, bro. Like that would be, you know, if you made a product that was like that.
Hey Stan.
What?
Keep dreaming.
I know, right? I know. I just gotta keep doing it, bro.
All right, guys. I'm out of here. It's late. I got work tomorrow.
Good
All right,
deal,
man.
man. I think
I
we're
got
gonna
one
wrap it up
tonight.
anyway. Hell,
It was fun
enjoyed
hanging
it.
with you.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Thank you for the story.
Don't go play video games. Go to bed.
Get yourself.
I
and
will, I
stay
will.
bundled.
I'm going to
He's
bed.
totally gonna play video games.
No, it's bedtime.
He's gonna play with himself.
Well,
And it always helps. But
no, I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so.
good. Enjoy.
I am also. I am
you-
also going to be.
If you
taking
got a
off
doctor's
here.
appointment, bro, I'd highly suggest you get it out of your system now. Don't go in there fully loaded, bro.
because that guy is a seriously tough doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Fagan is really.
Oh boy.
All right, guys.
Are we all going to bed?
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah,
We're gone.
I'm
We're out.
going
We're done. Fuck them. No, I'm fine.
All right.
Thank you guys for hanging out with us in the after show, after hours, late night, whatever you want to call it. Greatly appreciate it. Now it is time for me to go try to make up with my wife somehow. I don't know how. I wonder if she'd find it funny if I took her a life vest.
I wouldn't head in that direction.
I think that's the wrong direction.
No,
Yeah.
bro, you go in. Okay, here's what you do. All right,
Take her a door.
I need this-
bottle of wine and an inflatable life raft. You get down to your banana hammock
Oh, God.
and you walk in there. You freaking throw one leg up on the bed. You toss the life raft. You pull the freaking thing. It goes out on the bed. Dude, I can see it now, bro. Yeah, that would work. That would work.
Don't take any of Stan's suggestions.
No, he has no idea what he's
That's
talking
my suggestion.
I was going to take her an empty bottle of wine, a piece of paper, and a pencil so she could write a note and stick it in the bottle.
God.
Oh boy.
Throw it out.
Mine's a better idea.
I think you should take your dick, saw it off, lube it up, walk in the bedroom, and then fuck yourself because that's what she's going to tell you.
Woo!
I may have to give that a shot. You guys be good at it. Thank you, guys.
See you guys.